We're excited to welcome Lisa Wilcox to our program today. Many of you know her, of course, as Alice from the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, but she's so much more than that one character. We're so excited to welcome her here while we're visiting Los Angeles to talk about her journey in front of the camera, as well as how you all can stay connected with her. Lisa, thank you so much for the time today.
Well, thank you for having me.
This is really exciting for me, and I know for our audience that are joining us in Mississippi as well as online around the world, they're going to love this. You have been able to be known for so many different types of roles. What has it been like for you to share this journey with the world the way you have?
I love that you bring up the fact of all the different kind of roles I have done, and Alice is certainly probably the most known. But there's so many other roles. I have played from nuns to prostitutes, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Change the hair, change the makeup, change the costume, and then do the role.
Right.
I started in soaps, actually. Probably, right out of college. That was the first thing I was doing. I had a regular on General Hospital. I did a stint on Young and the Restless. And then I was also started doing TV, episodic, as well as sitcom, from Chicago Hope, Walker, Texas Ranger, even going back further, Mr. Belvedere, You Again, all of these different shows. So it's been a fantastic journey, and it's certainly not over yet. The fat lady hasn't sung yet, as they say, right?
Exactly.
I'm playing a judge in a mother and who is also a judge in a film called Red Hollow, and that will be filming in Canada. And then I have another role playing a doctor in a movie, William Frost, and start filming that next month.
Amazing. And that's what I loved when I was prepping for this segment, that you have been able to do what you love, and then, of course, to share that experience with all of us. Have you gotten used to the idea that now, because of the world we live in with the internet, that people are able to go back and find these roles and be able to share them and then to talk to you about them through social media?
Yes, it is such a different world from when I started in the 80s. It is completely changed. Back then, when you went on an audition, you had an 8x10 photograph, you had your resume, hard copy, you read hard copy scripts. We would drive to our agent, and they'd have like a lockbox. Let's say the agent closed at 6:30 and you can't pick up the script till 8, so you had to code to get the script, and it was completely different. Now, yes, with social media, it's completely changed. Don't have to carry around that headshot and resume anymore. It's all online for the casting directors. Scripts, of course, sent by email. How brilliant is that? It's become a lot easier in a way, and also definitely the access for the public.
Exactly.
And I've had, oh my gosh, my friend just put together a flash drive with scenes I did from General Hospital.
Wow.
From some after-school specials I did. All of this, and it was a hoot to look at my work back then.
Right.
And whoa, the hairstyles, wow. A lot of hairspray. Anyway, very, very fun. And also, of course, now with Twitter and Instagram, now I kind of left the industry. I would do a movie or two a year, but I really was doing something completely different. I got married, I had raised 2 boys. I had a business for a while with Tuesday Night, actually, and was doing other things. But now I'm back to it full time. So I have a Twitter account and I have an Instagram account. Just did my first Periscope at Reign of Terror. It was a fundraiser at fantastic 82-room haunted house, I'm telling you right now. At first, it seems sort of narcissistic, almost, like to be, capturing where I am and what I'm doing. But my brain is completely wrapped around it now, and that it's just about sharing.
Right.
And it's just fun. And I want everyone to know that, hey, this was a charity event for Make-A-Wish Foundation, this Reign of Terror. Or I was at Disney World. And of course I had to meet the character, Alice in Wonderland.
Right.
And they're celebrities in their own right at these parks. There's a line, and you get your picture taken with her. So of course I had to have my picture taken with Alice in Wonderland at Disney World. So it's this kind of thing. So I'm just having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah. I'm so glad you mentioned, Lisa, about getting the pictures taken, because that leads us right into the Comic-Con events and these great events where you're able to go to these different festivals for people who are great fans of your work and others that you're in the same profession with, and be able to meet. What has that been like for you to see the way that people, they're so excited about meeting you and actually being able to talk to you, get those pictures? What has that part of the journey been like?
It is so much much fun. And it is I'm so grateful because now I've gotten to understand the impact of the character that Alice had on so many people growing up. When they were going through tough times, Alice became like their strength. So, because Alice, daydreamer, quiet, not involved in life, just
Sure.
just blending into wallflower, but then was forced to get her confidence to and her friends, the power of her friends, and just to see her kick some butt, right? In the end, just to see this complete arc that she had, and it's all in us. I mean, the part of Alice is me growing up.
Wow.
Avidly. I was a complete bookworm. I daydreamer, big time. I would stay in my room. I could read 2 books in a day, even during summer.
Wow.
I wasn't into hair or makeup or anything. I was very introverted. I was shy.
Right.
We moved a lot, and so each time we moved, it was like another, getting to know people. But I like my books better.
Yeah.
I'd rather disappear.
Right.
Or TV, you
Right.
know. So it's a real pleasure when people come and share their personal experiences watching the Nightmare series, whatever character it is that they fell in love with or bonded with, So it's pretty awesome.
It is an awesome thing, and I love the fact that you have been able to be so approachable with them. I know they appreciate that as well, Lisa, for sure. Could you have imagined that by being on this journey that you've been on, and it's such a fascinating one, as you mentioned, going from television, doing movies, and kind of being able to do it all, that you would also inspire others, especially women, to show them what they could do in their own lives?
Yeah, well, again, I'm just so grateful for it. My real acting started in theater, live theater. So I've done the gamut, that's for sure. But the impact that a character can have on someone's life. And of course, for me growing up, I had, I loved the Brady Bunch. They solved these problems in such a fabulous way, I looked up to, their shows and characters that inspired me. And now to have, be on the other side of the mirror in a way, not to say that there are performers out there that inspire me all the time.
Sure.
Julianne Moore is like my favorite actress right now.
Wow.
It's just, I'm really grateful. I don't know what to say. I love it. And to have this craft that I learned, I went to UCLA. I studied hard. I did Grotowski. I went to Poland and studied theater. I mean, I was really, really invested in my craft. And I'm glad it paid off.
It's definitely paid off, and now we're able to continue the journey with you, as you mentioned, with more work to come. Again, everyone, Lisa Wilcox has been our guest for this segment. Great conversation, Lisa, as I knew it would be. Thank you so much for being with us here in Los Angeles. How can our viewers stay connected with you and keep up what's coming up next for you?
Yes, like I mentioned, Twitter and Instagram. You can go to Lisa Wilcox 1 for Twitter, and Instagram is, I'm kind of embarrassed, the Lisa Wilcox. It was Lisa Wilcox 7958 or something.
Yeah.
And my PR company said, Lisa, we're going to have to change that. So it's going to be the Lisa Wilcox. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So please, I'm on there pretty regularly, and I'm always posting photos and things like that. And I would love to hear from you. I'm also on Facebook, too. There's Lisa Wilcox and Lisa E. Wilcox. And so, give a shout out. I'd love to hear from you.
We definitely would be doing just that. Lisa, again, thank you for being so gracious with your time, and looking forward to our next conversation with you.
Well, thank you.